What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Taylor Rooks. Taylor Rooks did an interview with Morant. And in the interview, he said some things that had people talking, but there were also things that people pretended like he said. And they ended up going on their own network and speaking about it. I've told y'all over and over how ESPN has declined very poorly. I did not know up until recently how badly ESPN has declined, but for them to get on national television and put up a fake article. Now, again, I can understand if you're a YouTuber and you find articles, you speak about it, and you find out that it was a satire. That's why you have to look at an article and look at a website in its entirety or the source to see if it's satire or not. But it was clearly satire. They have a bunch of lazy people. Okay, they've gotten rid of all their real journalists. They got a bunch of lazy people who sit on Twitter all day, and all they do is dig up topics from Twitter. Now, if you're a YouTuber, that's, you're looking at social media, you're speaking on what you see on social media. But when you are a network like ESPN, you should not be making these mistakes. They've made these mistakes before, and they never tend to retract. They don't, apologize for it. They go with it because, again, they have a bunch of lazy people who do the quote unquote research for them, and they just take these people's word for it, because a lot of these people may not make as much as the people there that were there before did, but those people did not go to Twitter for their news. They didn't go to Ballsack Media for their news. And Taylor Rooks has to come out and speak on this. Now, Taylor Rooks, her and John, I believe they may have a friendship. She's interviewed him numerous times. He was at her birthday party. So they may have a close friendship or whatnot. So maybe that's why he felt so comfortable to go on her show to speak about how he would cook Jordan. Can you believe that? Ain't even sniff a Western Conference final, but he can cook Michael Jordan. Anyway, I mean, he's confident, so it is what it is. But they were discussing those things, but the fake quote that was put out there by ESPN, they were not speaking on that. Now, again, that's why ESPN is a failure of a network. Let's get into this article. It says ESPN made a pretty awful mistake this Monday morning. The worldwide leader ran a fake quote by Morant that was posted by the parody account Ballsack Media. You should have known it was a fake by the name of the article. If you put MJ in today's game, he's just another superstar. The fake quote reads, "We got me, Steph, Luka, Dame, Trey, and then guys like Bron, KD, Giannis, Kawhi. It's not just one superstar and a bunch of, average dudes, you feel?" The fake quote was aired by ESPN during Monday's edition of This Just In. What an embarrassing mistake. Bleacher Report's Taylor Rooks called out the network for the blunder. He absolutely did not say this. In the interview, she said, "And I can't believe it was broadcast that he did. There should be a correction issued for that at ESPN." Now, this is the video. Some guy filmed it. It looked like he's at the gas station, and they have a TV in the gas station, and he was just casually watching ESPN. Let's see if I can watch it here. Can I watch it? Nope. I have to go to Twitter. Here we go.
Against Michael Jordan, and he said the following quote. I can't believe I'm reading this. "If you put Michael Jordan in today's game, he's just another superstar."
When you have to say you can't believe you're reading this, you might want to go do some research first before you put this quote on TV. Look at this. This is embarrassing. What an embarrassing network ESPN has become.
"You have me, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Damian Lillard, Trae Young, and then guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kawhi Leonard. It's not just about one superstar and a bunch of average guys." Perk, What do you think about John Morant saying that Michael Jordan in today's league would be just another superstar? You know what? John Morant is confident.
And then they got Big Perk actually responding to this. Big Perk, you should have looked at the format of the show if you did, and look at what you're going to be speaking about and say to yourself, is this real? And actually went and looked it up. You and the other people on that. Now this video has 3 million views, probably more views than ESPN is going to have on this show, probably in a week or so. But again, the embarrassment just continues for this network, and this is why they are no longer, to me, the worldwide leader. They're not. They're so deprived of news, and news can be in and out sometimes, especially over the summer. But for them to put this out here made them look like a joke. ESPN made themselves look like a complete joke. All you had to do was go and look at the whole interview yourself and get either context or to look and see if he actually said that. These parody accounts, listen, there have been a time or two where I have seen a quote that wasn't real and may have responded to it, or maybe even said something in a video. Not very often. It's probably maybe once, maybe twice, maybe, or in a live stream. But I quickly corrected myself. Whenever somebody tells, because that's the thing about me, I have to go and make sure something is real. There have been plenty of videos that I have been sent that I don't do topics on because I can't confirm whether it's real or not. I can't. And for them to actually go on TV and post up this fake quote, it just shows me that journalism in sports is gone. All you have is a bunch of people pushing a bunch of woke narratives in order to get a paycheck. They don't really believe in what they're doing. It's a job. They don't care. As long as they push the right narratives, they don't step on any toes, they're okay with that. They're okay with that mediocrity. ESPN is full of mediocrity. That's what the network is. Now let's get into something that John Morant did say.
But if you could have talked to Michael Jordan in that moment, what would you have said?
Thank you. I feel like he, the reason a lot of people, want to play the game of basketball, to even, be there with him is, something I didn't see myself doing, as a kid, but having that opportunity to be there and, talk to him, introduce myself, and, just have that conversation with him. I don't know what I would have said, but yeah, I wish I played in his generation.
Yeah. You wish you would have played in his generation?
Yeah.
Why?
I heard he was like just how he, go about the game, just that mindset he had. Mm-hmm. I would like to, play against him.
I will say this though, it is a different game. Like, you cannot be physical at all. In the 90s, they would push people around, and John Morant, is as good as he is, he would get pushed around.
So.
Yeah. This time you're not saying, I would have cooked her.
I would have cooked them too.
You see how being in front of Taylor Rooks got these dudes now she clearly gassed him up to say that. And of course he has to impress her. These dudes are always out here trying to impress these females, and that was his time to do that. And deep down, he don't believe that. He's saying that because it sounds good in front of her. Let's be real about that. Listen, Kobe never had to say it. And listen, when Allen Iverson played against Michael Jordan, he was very confident. He didn't have to go in interviews, unless I missed something, and say, I would cook Jordan, or I can cross him up. Maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe I missed it.
You would have cooked Michael Jordan?
Man, nobody got more confidence than 12.
Right. No, that's what you're supposed to say. I get it.
As you should. I'm never going to go and say nobody going to beat me in one-on-one.
That's that South Carolina in them.
Anything.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is, what sport it is, soccer, who the best player in soccer, come on, we can play.
Who would y'all say best player? What, Ronaldo? Neymar? Messi?
Messy, yeah.
You coming for Messi?
I want to be the goalie. I want to be the goalie and have. Matter of fact, somebody set it up.
Set up you and Messi.
For sure.
You know how hard that is, though, right?
See, gassing him up. Now, Ja, you say you can cook, people. We want to see you. We want to see you competing for championships out there with Memphis. Okay, I think this last season gave them a boost of confidence, so maybe they can get it done. But now again, he's feeling himself in his interview, but it's clear that ESPN screwed up. They should have took this quote. This is what they should have been talking about. They should have been talking about what he said about cooking Jordan, right? Having confidence in himself that he can compete in any era. That should have been a topic of conversation. But what maybe it was, I haven't watched much of ESPN recently, so maybe y'all have saw them discuss this. But to discuss a fake quote instead of a visual quote, visually, taking a snippet of the particular podcast interview and putting it on your network, you go and you grab from Ballsack Media. You should have known it was a troll. Should have known it. But again, they don't care, and Taylor Rooks had to call them out on it. Now, I don't know if they're retracting. Let's see here. One of the hosts of the show actually responded. Let me go to what he had to say on his Twitter. This is epically embarrassing. This is from Fadeaway Sports here. All right. Ja Morant responded by saying these people are crazy. And this is Jacoby. He was the one on the show with Kendrick Perkins. He says, as the face of this, I want to do three things. Apologize in general, apologize to Taylor Rooks and Ja Morant, give a big shout out to Matty Ice for watching from what looks like a liquor store. Yeah, I don't know if liquor stores are, or that spacious. Look like a gas station to me. Could have been a liquor store, like a gas station to me. But yeah, man, this is totally. Where's Perkins with his apology? He looked crazy too, man, and he's responding to it. Instead of him actually seeing if it was real, he should have DM'd. Like, I'm pretty sure he knew he was going to be talking about this. This is epic. This is why ESPN will continue to fail as a network. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all on the next one.